Okay. All right, so let's get this straight. I see a lot of people are, you know, wondering how to change their paint scheme for their races online. And it confused me at first. So I figured I'd make a real quick video about that. Right now, because I went through and I painted all my cars in every series for my paint job, and then I went there and tried to go online and use my new paint job, and it wasn't there. So I'll show you how to do that so it won't happen to you. So what you do at the main title screen here, okay? You see you have the career quick race online championship driver ratings. You're gonna go right over here to my team, okay? And you're gonna click customize. Now you see you have every series, Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Craftsman Series, Arkham and Arts. Doesn't matter which series you're in, whichever one you want to change your paint job for the online races. What you're going to do is you click on the series, and you see you have 4 slots for each make, except the 4th slot also has Chevrolet. And what you'll do, you'll notice if you go all the way over to the 4th slot, down the bottom is going to pop up. It says this slot is used for multiplayer races. Shapes are disabled. Okay, click on 4th slot, and then this is where you choose your make. Okay, Chevrolet, Ford, Toyota. I'll just keep it Chevrolet for now. Accept. It's going to come in, show us beautiful Nascar title screen. Boom. There you are on the team screen. Okay, this is the Orange You Glad Liquid Death Cup Series team for online racing. All right. So everything you change in here is going to be reflected in your online races for other people to see. That's why in the car design, the shapes are disabled so you don't make bad, dirty pictures put on your car for everybody else to see. But I guess if you want to do that on your single player game, have at it, because shapes are not disabled on single player. And for the people who don't know, I've got a little paint booth video where I just was painting my cars, recording myself. But as you see, you have the styles, which changes the style of, the graphics on the wraps of the cars. Okay, you got 24 of them. I'm currently lagging number 2 on the Cup Series. There's a little bit difference between the series, it's slight, I think. But then here we go over to then you change your colors. Okay, change your colors. You have your primary, secondary, and your accents, and you can copy to teams. So once you get your stuff, your color scheme you like, hit over to team, change your helmet, suit, okay? Change your rim color, change your side skirts. Okay, I'll show you some of the other series too. Then you got your decals. This is how you change your big stickers. That's how I got Liquid Death on the side of my car. Hellman's, Jack Links. You go over here, and that's going to be your big, your big image right there, If you want to make this Kubota instead of Liquid Death, there you go. You want to make it Logitech. You want to make it Losi, Mac. You can adjust the size, all that good stuff. It's very intuitive. I love painting cars when I'm in my bed. You might could say that I am not a good racer because I spend more time painting cars than I do racing. But there you go. All right, then if you over here on the other ones is the numbers, and that's where you can just change locations and the style of numbers, where they are, move them around. And the colored decals are for your tires. You see that says Goodyear right there, and I'm changing to the yellow, light blue, dark blue. All right, I'll keep mine white for now. Then the car make on the On the cars, you're changing that between white and black. All right, that's what the color decals are for. All right. Now, to change your number, I had a question specifically about changing your number. How mine is number 64 right now. Is you're going to do that under team. All right. Team, you pick your primary color, so that way, if you want your guys to be pink, boom, go to team, switch the primary color to pink, and you're gonna be pink. All right. But to change your number, you can go over here to car number. All right. And then there you do. You pick it. And they're only going to let you pick what's available. I assume that's what's available in the current season or the last season of each series. They're not going to, I guess they don't want to mess the game up with a bunch of people running around the same numbers, which, I kind of like that and appreciate that too. And this is where you change your styles, change the way your number, the styles of your numbers. It's under the font, okay? And then you change the italic, the normal or italic or reverse italic. And then you can also change the color of your number. So you see my field is white. It's got a very tiny little outline border of orange, and right now I'm using that green for the offset. And then those sponsors is where you change the sponsors on your trailer, just like you do your car. Okay? And so that's just a quick video on how to, do your paint schemes and your sponsors and all that stuff. Same way your driver suits, you can go in there, you can change the decals. By the time I go on this, I was kind of full with messing with it, so I just kept on. I just left a lot of the stuff default on there. But there you go. I just put my liquid death on my driver's suit. There's a helmet setting, same like a car. You got the styles. Change it up. And, with the paint scheme you got, they got the primary orange, secondary black, and the accent that green. You can put some decals on it if you want. Put the Nascar decal on it or whatever. If you want to do that. And if you put a decal on it and you don't want it, just back all the way back out to this screen and put your on Xbox. You can't see it because my camera, but I'll show you. It'll pop up down here. See it down there right there. It says X or delete. So I'm assuming it's what is that for PlayStation? The square button or something, or they call it cross. It's one of those. I think it's square on PlayStation, but it's X. And then boom, now it's gone. Now, just to show you then, and this is where you'd save your stuff if you change something. Okay. Then, same way, you just go, I guess you go do it for each make and model you think you might be using online. I haven't fooled with it for any other makes. Same with the Craftsman. As you see, go over to slot 4, pick your manufacturer, let it load in, boom, there you are. There's your, whatever you do in this screen is going to be the one that's going to show online, okay? But that's for each series. Xfinity slot 4. This slot is used for multiplayer races. Shapes are disabled. Load her up. Paint your car. What's up, David Horsley? How are you? There you go. That's how you change your schemes and your colors for your online races. So, hope that makes it easy for you.